At a recent wholesale trade show I was working on, they had the worst sales numbers since the pandemic. And at a recent meeting of Michigan Avenue retailers, they said they didn't think they'd ever see it this bad. This week, I got a text from a business associate who said she thinks we need a new president. I replied back that we know this president is great because he got more votes than any other president in US history. So we know he must be great. She texted back, "Really?" I said, "Yes, he's making democracy great again." She then texted back an emoji of the top of her head blowing off. Welcome. Welcome to Conservative Coffee Hour. I'm Stanley Smith. At Conservative Coffee Hour, we've explored, many aspects of how our system has manifest into the corrupt and perverse reality we're now all living in. We've looked at climate change, crime, mental health, education, abortion, guns, election fraud, and transgender. I I have a friend who, he gave me crap all the while that President Trump was in office. He said, "Oh, your guy was, he's like Hitler, and now we're all going to be like Nazi Germany." I was guilty by association of racism, white supremacy, and misogyny. I took the heat because I just hear those things as euphemisms for values and freedom, even though I would never label myself as any of those things. This week, this same friend came up to me and said, "Oh, well, yeah, now, how do you like living in this new woke world?" And I said, "Well, you know what? Wait a minute. What are you talking about? You guys invented the woke crap." And then he was like, "Oh, well, wow, it's all just crazy though." It was such an insight. We think we're fighting a battle against another side, but in reality, there's apparently nothing there. There's no responsibility, no ownership, no values. I suppose in a perverse way, this could be seen as the ultimate form of freedom, but I don't think any of us want to live in a world without an axis or a world without an equator. It doesn't serve anyone. My liberal side of the family, who lives in the Netherlands, they were always pointing the finger at the U.S. that that place, and the Netherlands, like it was a place where nothing bad ever happened. They didn't have discrimination, racism, or bad politics. But all of that changed recently, and they admitted that if the world continues on its current trajectory, the end is getting near. At Conservative Hour, the topic we keep coming back to on a regular basis is education. Educating yourself about the Constitution. It's not a morals precept, it's a values proposition. And the values proposition is that our rights are God given. Your rights, my rights, and the rights of the people we disagree with. Educating yourself and being able to articulate on it. This is what you and I can do at this time to help during this challenging time in world history. Paul Engel, who's a regular on the call, offers the Constitutional Study and Boot Camp to provide education about the Constitution, what it says and what it doesn't say, and how the balance of power isn't equal at all because all the powers belong to the people. In Illinois, the Illinois General Assembly offers an education presentation almost every Sunday evening about the assembly and about how it's our right. It's our right to assemble, file our petitions, and have those complaints and petitions heard and acted upon. And here in Chicago, the Chicago GOP offers training and education for those willing to run for office. We hear a lot about how our vote doesn't count and how the system is so corrupt, it doesn't matter who is elected. We can't get out of the corrupt system working within the same corrupt system, but we can sidestep the system by exercising options presented to us in the Constitution. In the meantime, we really must continue being active and informed voters and must continue to support people who have stepped up to be voices within the current system. Voices like Donald Trump, Robert F. Kennedy, Tulsi Gabbard, Jim Jordan, and others. The Democrat Party wants people to think that all Republicans are Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Republicans want people to think that all Democrats are Maxine Waters. It isn't helpful. If you listen closely, you can hear a common theme now emerging across a wide spectrum. And the theme is enough is enough, especially when we have very real issues and concerns. Robert Kennedy was a voice this week in his testimony at the House Weaponization of Government hearings. He started out by saying that he's been censored for even talking about the topic of censorship. He said this is counter to the fundamental beliefs of the Democrat Party, the party of which he is a part of, and it's also counter to the Constitution. He said the Constitution should be the guiding light in all of this. Freedom is not free. It depends on civility and kindness. We'll take a look at portions of his testimony on the Saturday call. And as a bonus, we might take a look at Roseanne Barr's recent appearance on the Jimmy Fallon show. She said much the same thing as Robert F. Kennedy. So it's many voices, not the same voice, but one guiding light. Freedom is a values proposition, not a code of moral precepts. You don't have to like it, agree with it, vote on it, or protest against it. You just need to open up your ears and hear it, and open up your eyes and see it, and then open up your mouth and talk to your neighbor, and then invite one more with civility and kindness. We are navigating our way out of this dark time, one conversation at a time. If you would like to join us at Conservative Coffee Hour is every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time on Zoom. I will include my email in the description of this video. I'll be happy to send you an invitation. And I look forward to seeing you very, very soon.